Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. It was a shame how he carried on. Well, hello. Gonna have a look at Euro Pound today. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the vocal talent that is the Scruffy trader. Well, I wouldn't really call it talent, more like a goose farting in the fog. Talking of gooses farting in the fog, what do you want?
I'm not a goose and I'm not doing the other either.
Well, she is a bird, and yes, she does. Sorry. I know if you're looking at this, you'll be going, what? I thought this was a trading channel. What on earth's going on here? Nothing's ever scripted here. It's just me, my beautiful assistant, Winky. Say hello, Winky.
Oh, yeah.
Who I constantly harass and try to get into a gold bikini because there is zero political correctness here.
You are the most immature man I've ever met.
You're about not.
Yes, you are.
Not.
Oh, God, give me strength.
I am a child of the 70s and 80s where life was good. Well, certainly better than the crap that it is today. And why not? Life is for living, not for being offended as is shown in the newspapers every day. But that's not what we're here for. What you're here for is the charts and seeing what I get up to. Well, today is a strange day because there is a mass amount of news for the dollar. And because of that, I steer clear of it. I just kind of step back and watch what's going on. So it kind of discounts the use of cable, euro, dollar, that sort of thing. Because I just want to see what's happening. So you look at different markets. Euro, pound. And that's where it's come today. So if you're interested in seeing more about trading and watching it in real time, because nothing is ever rolled back here. It is straight in front of you on a live chart. Please smash the like, click the little subscribe button, because it genuinely helps the channel, but more importantly, motivates me to do more of this. So let me pull my screens up and I shall show you what I'm banging on about. This is the euro pound. Now, if I go out to my watch list, which is kind of here, you'll see there's a lot of activity around the markets at the moment. There really is. And they're dropping. This is dropping. And the US tech is having a moment as well. Why? Because there's a lot of US data. So because of that, I'm kind of staying out of the way, because if I get on the wrong side of it, I could be in a world of pain. So the market that I've picked is this one. And it is euro pound. It's had a sustained push up. It's tagged a zone and it is showing signs of weakness. This is good. But where's that weakness come from? Well, if you go out to the daily, you can actually see it's on a downtrend. So this is just pushing up to test something. And my belief is going to continue on this downtrend. But it's in kind of a range at this point. So this could easily squeeze up to that level before it rolls over. So I've got to be a little bit careful, but my belief is it's to the short side. And it is almost there. Now, yeah, it's not far away. Now I've already, if I just pull this across, had a little bit of a chat to the guys. Yeah, we discuss our dinner for some obscure reason. Earlier on this morning. Now, that went up at 10 to 7 this morning. And an update of the market watch was done at 20 past 10 this morning, where I alluded to the fact I'm going to go into this market and why I'm going to go into it. And this, by the way, guys, is just a Discord group that I run and share with a bunch of like-minded guys. And we have a jolly old time of things, as you say. Life is, as I said earlier, for living, and you should enjoy it. But more importantly, you should enjoy your job.
Are you serious?
If you can't enjoy your job, you're going to have a hard time with life because you spend a lot of time at it. And I love my job. And you love your job.
Yeah.
Winky loves her job as well. Her job's looking after me and making me coffee. She doesn't like that bitch. She normally slaps me.
Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Are you happy now?
Anyway, let us have a look. There's the rollover. So we're going to drop some orders in, ideally to come down. This market isn't a super duper fast moving market. Oh, bollocks. That's it. There we go. A couple of orders in. Now, I'm reasonably confident with it, so I'm going to put in a third order, and I'll show you for why in just a second. On there. Right, let's just tighten this up. So we have one order there. Now we're going to drop that one down to 5 pips, just like so, just kind of the base of this red zone. So you can see that there. We'll leave the middle one at 10. But this one, whoop, there you are, they're all in. This one, we're going to pull down to the base. Just there. Just like so. What have I done that for? And where's stops and everything? Well, I work on 2 structure points. So my stops is up here, out of the noise. Kind of monitor it. I work on a mental stop and a hard stop, and I use things like Scruffy madness, which is negative averaging if the market moves against me, and positive averaging. Positive averaging is basically building into a position if I expect it over a number of days. Now with this one, it's, let me just check something. Yeah, it's on its way down. It looks like it's trying to get up through this. It's rolled over. So the next stop is here. That's why I have a little target in there. When it breaks through, its next visiting point is down here. So we're going to put that just on the top of there. And then if it breaks through that, the next visiting point's there. So it's kind of staged all the way down. But I don't want to sit and manage it. So I break the positions up and it kind of looks after itself, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to leave the camera running so you can watch it play out. If the 5 is taken out, what I'll have a tendency to do is put it back in until this section here is broken. So kind of keep adding into the trade as it's bouncing along, trying to break through a level. It's just kind of a way of getting a little bit extra money out of the markets. But if it runs away from me, I still have plenty of positions and plenty of margin, because this is actually quite a cheap market to trade. So I can sort of push the boat out a little bit, and I can average in all the way up to here for it to come back as well. Because the one thing with the markets is timing is subjective. Sometimes you think you can have the best entry in the world, but the market has different ideas. So that's kind of where Scruffy magic comes into it. So let me just run it out and I'll catch you at the end. Okay guys, that's the end of the trade. Why have I killed it? It's because my setup that I keep an eye on over here that helps me get in and out of trades is telling me it's time to get out. Because what's going to happen is the market may well just bounce off this zone and reverse back up here before coming down, and I don't need the stress. So it's come under there. It's pretty much close to where I want it to be, and it's paid me, and that's it. And this is a roadblock zone. It's why I'd put it in red. It's kind of where the price reacts. It's either going to get repelled, which it did here, and you'll often hear me call that bob, bounce or break, because I don't know what's going to really happen at this point. I just know there's going to be a reaction. And because I know there's going to be a reaction, I am prepared to stage in, because the price is caught between 2 points. If it's going to be repelled here, it's a high probability it will repel there. And then I've just got to figure out how to get in and then manage my trade out of it for some profit, which is what you see me do. And as we can see, the price is now reversing. So the decision to kill it was correct. It was the right choice. So what has that choice made me? There you go. Not bad for a day's work. Now this is a slower market. I know it's nice to see some of the big figures that we do, but I only look for 200 quid a day. Why? Because it pays my salary and it ensures my bills are paid. It is that simple. And secondly, I'm not greedy, because that is what will cripple your accounts. Now, if you bear with me just a tick. When you're talking about greed and one thing and another in the markets, it's greed that'll get you in too early, and it's greed that'll get you out too early, because you're snatching at it all the time. Right? So that's one element of what greed can do. So it's got you in early, so you're on the wrong side of a trade, or you see a little bit of profit and you snatch it because you're greedy for it, and one thing and another. And it's all down to an underlying emotion, and that emotion is fear. Because you fear that you're missing out, and then you fear it's going to be taken away, and couple that with the greed, it's a real sort of, well, it just messes with your mind. But then there's another element to greed as well. You can see a trade running very well and you think, this is amazing, fantastic. Then you hang on to it too long and it reverses, and that greed has made you lose it. It's a funny thing. So you have to try and step back, and that's why I have various setups, as you see, in and around the charts that help guide me, because none of us know what's going to happen with the price. We really don't. But we have to use market structure, levels, indicators to help us make a decision. Put yourself a few rules down, that if this indicator is here, it's time to get out. If it's bouncing on this level, it's time to get out. That sort of thing. And regardless of what you think, if the level is there or the indicator is there, just follow your rule. Be disciplined. And you hear me say that all the time. So there we go. We're just done today. This was called out very early this morning, way before I took the trade, within the Scruffs, which you saw on the Discord group. Something I do all the time. I think it's only fair that if I'm going to put my head on the block, I should sort of say beforehand. It's very easy to say it afterwards, because you'll never see a rollback on this channel. It'll always be real-time charts. So that sounds good. Do click the subscribe button, because as I said earlier, it genuinely helps. And if you're interested in seeing what I do on a day-to-day basis, by all means check the description below and you'll find details of the Scruffy squad. And that's it, guys. Another good day. That's it, really. Happy days. So as always, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.